You're watching Race to Power. I'm Shreya Upadhyay. Let's begin with the breaking news that's coming in at this moment. According to a draft statement by Kiev's allies ahead of a summit in Paris, the United States will lead a ceasefire monitoring and verification mechanism with European participation if a peace deal is agreed upon in Ukraine. Now, Washington has committed to support a European-led multinational force deployed in Ukraine after an eventual ceasefire in case of a new attack by Russia. The troops are to be deployed in Ukraine after the ceasefire. The grouping is called Coalition of the Willing. Remember, by September last year, 26 countries had formally pledged to deploy troops or provide other military assistance. But pledges have outpaced action. Only the UK and France have committed actual soldiers. Poland, Spain and Italy have all declined to contribute ground forces. Meanwhile, Germany has left the door open but made participation only after parliamentary approval and American involvement. Finland and Estonia, on the other hand, raised concerns that deployments would dilute their own border defenses. European officials are citing differing estimates for the size of a potential Western peacekeeping contingent in Ukraine, with figures ranging from 15 to 20,000 troops, though some hope that the force could approach at least 30,000. That's the latest that is coming in. Let me go across to our correspondent Susan Teherani. She's joining us to get us more details. Susan, it's one of the security guarantees that President Volodymyr Zelenskyy had wanted from its European allies, Ukraine's European allies, that of having ground troops. The United States now perhaps agreeing to this.
Yes, but the draft still needs approval at the summit later in the day. This was a draft put forth prior to the summit. They're meeting right now. Of course, there's going to be discussion on this, but it appears that there is some kind of agreement that a U.S.-Ukraine coalition of the willing cell will be established in Paris. Now, to what extent the United States will be involved, there's a quote that says these commitments may include the use of military capabilities, intelligence and logistical support, diplomatic initiatives, adoption of additional sanctions. So it's very broad-based. But yes, that language that you mentioned that the United States may be committed, it's still not clear whether or not it's boots on the ground or it's assistance, for example, in a place like Paris. But I think we'll get a better understanding once the summit's finished.
That's right. Susan, thanks very much for joining us, getting us the latest. We'll keep touching base with you as and when more details trickle out of this particular Paris summit that is underway. The visuals on your screen a short while back. French President Emmanuel Macron not just invited Volodymyr Zelenskyy, invited European allies of Ukraine as well. And right now, as we speak, that summit is underway. We'll have to wait and watch what really comes out of this meeting. Remember, security guarantees has been one of the most pertinent issues, along with, of course, territory. And one of the demands of Ukraine has been to have on-ground troops by the European allies as well as America. So let's wait and watch whether Donald Trump does give in to this demand of Volodymyr Zelenskyy finally.